Mic check. Oh, hey. Alright, I'm your host, Ethan Ralph The Gunt, the one and only motherfucking diabetic Richmond pimp. I've been looking for a bitch that doesn't want a big package. I'm at a pretty big disadvantage. Should've just raped this dumb bitch in an alley. Instead, I fucking imported this bitch from Cali. Let's be honest, who the fuck else would have me? Motherfuckers gotta be deaf and blind. Someone that's never been happy or beat out of their mind. I'm talking mentally damaged, carrying around 300 pounds of her dad's baggage. No average bitch, motherfucker. Average only have kids with a trashy white fat bitch that fucking give birth on the same mattress. Where my dear mom and dad didn't remember what the therapist man said. Suppress the sadness. Don't be scared. It's that fucking misogynist. But even a bitch that's sick of dicks, you up on the gun quick. Instead of my transgender clitoris. Point the other way. Let me sniff that ass so I can see the disappointment on your mother's face. When she sees that I didn't put on a rubber. Hey, now she's got a couple retarded grandkids on the way. Can't believe she would willfully give this fucker laid. What's wrong with our goddamn junkie daughter's brain? Damn, I wish there was another way to explain. I just don't want this bitch to run away. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Kinda like the fucking dad I never had. Son, you're gonna be butt fucking ugly, in fact. I know for a fact, cause I'm the world's best dad. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Like a fucking million times better than Matt. You're gonna learn to be a false flagging fag boy like me. Cause I'm the world's best dad. Doc said it was fetal alcohol syndrome. All I did was feed her alcohol. No more thumb in the butt when I murdered the slut. Dumb bitch. Too damn weak to be a wife beater though. So I'll just leave her at home. Looking after the Greta Thunberg clone that fell the fuck out of her hole. Damn son, from the second I saw you, I knew you ain't gonna have no more than 1 digit like you. That's 2 digits more than your fucking dad. Dude, motherfucker about to flip. I'm so mad at you. Just shut up, kid, you'll be fine. Maybe you live long enough to see your mom commit suicide. God damn it, Faith, you're not going anywhere, goddamn it. I'm fucking serious, bitch. Get your ass in the basement. Get your ass naked. Say it, you filthy shekel whore. Say it. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Kinda like the fucking dad I never had. Son, you're gonna be butt fucking ugly, in fact. I know for a fact, cause I'm the world's best dad. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Like a fucking million times better than Matt. You're gonna learn to be a false flagging fag boy like me. Cause I'm the world's best dad.
Hello?
Matt, what's going on, baby?
Who's this?
This is Ethan Ralph, man. What's going on? I just figured I'd drop you a line here, see how things are going.
Oh boy, you know you fucked up bad, bitch. When Baked Alaska's playing the Gunt and the Gunt's like, nigger, cut that crap quick. And I'm thinking to myself, as I talk my kids in, how can a faggot so fat have such thin skin? How can a guy who can't get my ass out of his head blow smoke out of his asshole like fucking tobacco? You got the nerve to call me a fat joke when bitch you need a fucking backhoe to get out of bed.
I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Kinda like the fucking dad I never had. Son, you're gonna be butt fucking ugly, in fact. I know for a fact, cause I'm the world's best dad. I'm gonna be the world's best dad. Like a fucking million times better than Matt. You're gonna learn to be a false flagging fag boy like me. Cause I'm the world's best dad.
You fucking faggot.
It just seems like everything is falling through that I try to do. And I'm just
I'm taking the aspirin, having to listen to this fucking shit. I'm on pills, Gunt posting, Gunt posting, I'm on pills, Gunt posting, Gunt posting, I'm on pills, Gunt posting. He said, "Oh, I don't think it'll be good if it's on there." Well, put it on. Gunt posting, Gunt.
If I did it.
Posting, I'm on pills, Gunt posting, Gunt posting. I'm on pills, Gunt posting.
If I did
Gunt posting. I'm on pills, Gunt posting. Gunt posting. I'm on pills, Gunt posting. What are you gonna do? I'm on pills, Gunt posting. Gunt posting. I'm on pills, Gunt posting.
If I did
Gunt posting. I'm on pills, Gunt posting. Gunt posting. I'm on pills, Gunt posting.
If I did
Gunt posting. I'm on pills, Gunt posting. Gunt posting. I'm on pills, Gunt posting.
If I did
Posting. I'm on pills, Gunt posting. Gunt posting. I'm on pills, Gunt posting. Well, why don't you test your luck? saying, what are you gonna do? I'm on pills. I'm on pills. I'm on pills. I'm on pills. Posting, don't do it. Don't posting, don't posting, don't do it. Don't posting, don't posting, don't do it. Don't posting, don't posting. That's the shit I'm seeing the wall though. I do have to say, don't posting, don't. If I did, don't posting, don't do it. Don't posting, don't posting, don't do it. Don't posting, don't. If I did, don't posting. I'm on pills, don't posting, don't posting. I'm on pills, don't posting, don't. If I did, don't posting. I'm on pills, don't posting, don't posting. I'm on pills, don't posting, don't. If I did, don't posting. I don't even know what happens tonight.
When I asked you,
it's not true.
There is a possibility of you wearing a furry tail.
For us today.
Nah, I don't know no furry tails.
Well, that was my next question anyway.
Whatever it is, it's
you
not right on the
reply,
telephone.
no,
I don't know what
that doesn't
is. I've never
matter.
seen
These
that.
people don't care.
Okay, but
I think you need to.
yeah, I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Guy.
There's no words there to play us out.
What's your issue
What does
with
that mean?
the guy? Why
Play
did you
us
threaten
out.
to blind this?
you were acting like
That was taken off. Scooby's wife, is that him on screen?
What is? I don't know what that means
Good
to
work.
play us
You
out. What does
fucking
that
idiot.
mean?
I can't look.
I'm in the show.
I'm not looking.
Yes, I'm a cook. Cool. That's fine.
That's tomorrow, and
No,
that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a.
Yes, that's you.
I can't do it. Gotta do it live. Do it live. Fuck it. Fucking thing sucks.
You have nothing on this screenshot tying it to that website. And you don't even know who the fuck that is. Boom, done.
Hey, Burnside, when's the last time you got your lip wet?
Fucking thing sucks.
We're all communists because we think parody music rad.
Oh, they're coming.
I bet you are a fucking communist.
They're coming around.
We got cut.
Burnside's a cuck. His old lady fucks niggers.
True.
Hey, whoa. Okay, talk about dicks all you want. I'm sorry.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a.
My name's Sam.
I can't do it.
Your name is
We'll do it
Faggot.
Irrelevant faggot.
Irrelevant faggot.
Excellent.
Drunk
Do it
Logan.
live. I can. All right.
As if right. God damn it, Head.
Sucks.
I'm gonna play this video.
A New Zealander that
Get
came
the
to
fuck
Australia,
out of here.
became Australian, and is
Get
calling
the
you
fuck out.
un-Australian. Un-Australian.
I think cucking's letting your bitch fuck it.
Fucking thing.
Stop saying funny shit. I won't laugh at you.
Taking a picture of my dick right now. I'm gonna send it to you. Shut up, you're a liar. Shut up, you're a fucking liar.
Reactivate. What was it caught in the dick skin fold?
Fucking thing sucks.
It was an awkward
Hello and welcome to HEJAS. I think my mic is a bit too loud. What is going on there? What is going on? We may have technical issues already. Give me 2 secs, guys, because something's going on. Turn that down. Turn this up. Hello. Testing. Guys in chat, can you please tell me if my audio is too loud, and then compare it to the other co-hosts as well once we get them
being fucking
on.
stabbed in the back.
Now, we have got a special show today. It is a one-off. It is the... Sorry, guys, I've been trying to set this up for weeks. I've been actually trying to set it up as 2 streams, but both guys could do it today. They could do it right now, and I jumped at the opportunity because these are the guests that I've been wanting to get on for a while. If you know anything about Ralph A. logging, then you'll know it isn't just all about the Gunt Wave. There is 2 others that also do it, and that is Jarbo the Hutt and, new to the scene, Kill All Pedos, who you may have seen quite a few of his videos where he talks as Mr. Medica. His most popular video at the moment being the Ballad of Ethan Ralph, which is the video that everybody wanted Mr. Medica to do, and it was then done for him. And he gave it 10 out of 10. Housekeeping before we go. I noticed people trying to call in. Turk was trying to call in already. I might let you on. I was just going to do that at the end. The problem, Turk, is you're weird, and you say weird things, so I'd rather get the show started before bringing in people. If it is really, really important they come in, I am going to gas people if it's just time vampiring for today, because we've only got a limited time. Right, 2 donations from last episode. I read them out right at the end. I just missed them. I'm really sorry about this. I do want to read them out again. So Arizona T, donate $20.
I'm a bigger internet personality.
Now your e-horse, please tweak your nips for me. Murray New Christier. Thank you. And Mr. Deadman donated $5. I know it was you that gave Phantom Gang my goblins, ex-wife Doc's EarJuice. The Pizza Funders and I are coming for you, Mr. Bowlcut. The Pizza Funders is some sort of reference to Pod Awful. Now, guys, if you are new here and you didn't know much about Pod Awful, he is a pedophile. Now, if you point that out, he will dox you. So that's all you need to know about Pod Awful. I just wanted to point that out because everybody should know that. Now, let's play a donation thing.
Bro.
And then we'll get into it.
It's on you. Go fuck yourself. And let's get back on it.
Whee! Alright, let's get in our co-hosts.
Music critique.
Co-hosts, how are we doing, sirs?
What's going on?
Happy New Year! Happy New Year, Chad.
Happy New Year,
Juice.
Happy New Year, dude.
I'm so sick of this
Goodbye
shit.
2020.
Yes, now,
Rest in peace.
wait a minute, wait. Is it
You
now?
are acting like a bunch of niggas.
It's New Year's here, because it's actually the first here. So is it New Year's yet where you guys are? Has it actually struck 12 yet?
No.
We got about 2.5 hours till 2021.
When I asked you,
2.5 hours behind me.
Okay, so there we go. Alright, so this is a New Year's stream. Well, there you go. A special one as that. 2 people that I've wanted to get on. Well, MC Jarbo, one of my first streams was actually having you on. That's when I used to have Australian bogan internet. And we had heaps of problems.
Yeah.
That was good fun, though.
Is it better now?
It's a lot better. We are not going to have the issues that we had.
Oh, thank God.
It is going to be perfectly fine. In fact, about 2 weeks after that, I finally got my good internet. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have been streaming at that point in time, especially not those sorts of streams. All right, well, we heard one of MC Jarbo's songs at the start.
This is all a prank. Fuck off.
Now, for those people that don't know about Kill All Pedos, let's go and quickly just have a quick look at your channel, sir. Kill All Pedos, and
all right.
and then go have a chat about it. And you got a new video out, I noticed 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Literally right when you said that I always upload when you're about to do a stream.
You do.
That's when I was planning to upload.
I know.
I
But they
know
always
what it is,
happen.
man.
They happen right before my stream, so it kind of works. They come and watch these. So you've done quite a few. Now, the most popular, I think, is probably going to be the Ballad of Ethan Ralph.
Yeah. Man, everybody hates Ralph, so I mean, you know, the shit just writes itself.
Now, if you're not subscribed to the channel, which I doubt it, your subs have been going up. How many subs did you have, let's say, 3 months ago? Do you know?
Maybe like a couple hundred.
Couple hundred?
Like, yeah, I don't
You're
think
gonna get
anybody
your
really
shit
cared until the
torn
first
down.
Ralph video, or the gym video, the Ballad of Ethan Ralph, and then, I mean, to me, having this many subs is a lot, but I don't really think it's that much. This is probably about as far as it's gonna go, to be honest.
I'd say you're going to keep growing. Because, I mean, and I've got more subs than you, but then it doesn't really matter. My views are horrible. Because your views are where it counts. Here's the main video. We played a bit of this just the other day, actually.
Has nobody learned from Pro Jared? Who does that?
Let's watch a bit to remind ourselves. This was Mr. Medicare, the Ballad of Ethan Ralph, where Jim came on, or Mr. Medicare came on to talk about Ethan Ralph.
Don't ever record yourself having sex. It will come back to haunt you. Don't trust anyone. It's going to come out eventually. Inevitably. It's going to end up on the internet, and people are going to start judging you for it. You're never going to be able to hide that shit. You got to use my technique. Audio only. Then you tell them it's yoga. And you get away with it. There's no visual evidence for people to get confused about. Just a little life advice from me. Oh, people say, yeah, that's apparently on Kiwi Farms. If you want to watch all the hot, grizzled, girthy Gunt sex tape action, go on over to Kiwi Farms. Ethan Ralph's just fucking falling like a boulder. I don't even know how to describe it. Just sinking uncontrollably on his metrics. There's no recovery from this. His penis is plastered on at least 20 different websites. I'd like to remind you that Ethan is a man who built his entire show, the Kill Stream, on making fun of Mundane Matt and making fun of retards on the internet. And here he is, completely broken by the internet. Unable to handle banter, unable to handle jokes, unable to handle an opinion that runs contrary to his or criticism of his own opinion. Ethan Ralph cannot take the banter. If you say something bad about him, he's going to come after you. Look at him. He is a raging lunatic.
I love that.
The story of Ethan Ralph.
Alright, now let's pause it there, because most people have probably seen the video. If you haven't, I strongly recommend that you watch it. Getting up there in the views, it just keeps going up. Who would have thought that 144,000 people would be interested in the Ballad of Ethan Ralph? I don't even think the Ballad of Monday Matt has that many. Maybe I'm wrong. We should look that up.
I think it broke 1 million.
Oh, it did break 1
The
million?
Ballad of Monday Matt had, a lot of people watched it.
A lot of people did watch it. There you go. So, let's go into your stuff first. So, Kill All Pedos, what made you decide I'm going to become Mr. Medica and speak on his behalf, and I'm going to attack Ethan Ralph?
Really, just kind of boredom and a little bit of creativity, I guess. Like, okay, so you know how everybody's always telling Jim, hey, like, you need to do something on Ethan Ralph, and he just, he never does. Because I don't know, maybe he's got a little bit of a I don't know. He's got a soft spot for Ethan. Maybe I'm not sure exactly what it is, but he doesn't ever address Ethan Ralph in the incisive way that he goes after other people, right?
Yeah, and it is weird with Medica that he's the one person that I see everybody has an opinion on what content Medica should be doing, which is really odd.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Medica should be doing this, or Medica should be doing it like this, or Medica did this wrong. It is always been a bit odd, but it is a valid criticism, though. It is a valid criticism, I think. It's an argument that a lot of people have had. You know, just because he's friends with Ethan Ralph, shouldn't he call him out for all of the shit that he has done when if it was anybody else, like Monday Matt, who he was friendly with, he ended up making a video on and calling his shit out.
Well, I think that's the thing. It's like, it's not so much that everybody wants him to make this video or that video. It's just that when you're talking about Ethan Ralph, he is directly comparable to the people that Mr. Medica has covered recently. So like Pro Jared, Monday Matt, some of these, Shoe Nice. Like a lot of these people, they got so many personal problems and character flaws. Ethan Ralph has them all. And so you'd think, okay, Jim would be all over this, but for whatever reason, he didn't want to do it. And so I just sort of, I don't know, I was fucking around with the audio to try to, just make some funny shit. And then I just decided, okay, I'm going to do it with Medic. That's pretty much all it was. Just fucking around, trolling and shit posting. And then I just stumbled on that idea.
But, okay, your editing skills are very high and your animation skills are very good. Your audio skills are very good. Are you making? You don't need to say if you are or not if you don't want to. But have you been making content before, or like this? Obviously, isn't your first attempt at making videos, is it?
It is.
Really?
I appreciate the praise.
That's impressive.
I appreciate that, but I just sort of picked up the video editing program, and I just decided this is my first stab at it. I'm not a seasoned content creator. I did make a lot of music for many years. That's pretty much it. The video editing is all just new.
Oh, dude. Do you have your music up online?
No. Like, I mean, we're talking about just, playing drums and things like that, and a little bit of guitar, a little bit of singing. So I play in bands, every now and then. Like, we're talking about for when I was a teenager and stuff like that. And I'm in my 40s now, so that was another life. But I did sort of have a little bit of, my creativity in the past was directed towards music. So video is new to me, and I don't feel like I know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm just sort of stringing a bunch of clips together, which that is what I'm doing. I don't even think of it as animating, because I'm kind of just sort of, I'm doing like keyframes and things like that. I'm not like drawing anything by hand,
Yeah. Okay, now, when I had MC Jarbo on last time, I had one burning question, and I'm going to ask both of you this again. How do you get Jim to say whatever the fuck you want him to say? Or Ralph, or Monday Matt, as in Jarbo's case, yeah. How do you do it? Kill All Pedos first.
Well, Jim has already said so much, and Ralph has already said so much that you just, you find a transcript of whatever they've been talking about, and then you could search through it and find a phrase. Like if you want, and you have to kind of know kind of Jim's personality or Ralph's personality, what kind of phrases do they use. But like, Jim will say, really gets the noggin jogging, right? So you search through the transcript, and you'll find a little clip of him saying that, and then you just, that's pretty much all it is. You just search through a transcript. It's not that hard at the end of the day.
But whoa, wait a minute. Are you saying that you are doing that all manually? You are going and finding all the words that you need for the script manually and cutting them out, or do you have software that scans the videos?
No, I don't have any software. I do it all manually. It's like I said, time consuming but not hard.
That sounds absolutely hard. Oh.
Well, if you're having fun doing it, then you forget that it's hard. Maybe that's what it is. But
Well,
you
that's
find
what I'm.
something.
Okay, talk about dicks all you want.
That's what I'm worried about with you, because I used to love editing. I used to love doing all of this stuff, and then I just kind of got burnt out, and that's why I do a lot more streaming now than I do content, because it's low effort and it's easy to quickly do. So MC Jarbo, your process used to be that, but yours is a lot different. Do you want to go over it again? Because I always find it amazing the way that you get people to say whatever they want. It is quite cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like an adaptation of what you do, Kill All Pedos. I used to just download all of these files and then have to scrub through them manually. Then I found out about the subtitles, and then I was doing like you said, the transcripts. I was searching through that manually. And then I figured it was easier to just download all the audio from a YouTube channel, all the subtitles from the channel, put them into a database, and then you can just search against all of those subtitles. And the way it started was it would just return individual captions, so I could just quickly cut and paste little pieces out and piece it together that way. And then I just slowly started building this software up over time to do other things. So it tries its best to find samples that fit in with other samples based on the sound and based on the words themselves. So the more audio that I put into it, the more audio gets uploaded to whatever channel I'm using, the more fluent it becomes, because you have so much more audio that you can pull from.
So it can sense like the tone of voice or something like that.
Yeah.
So let's say you need a.
Yeah, it can do pitch detection. It does Mel spectrograms, which is one of the newest things that I've put in. But the main way it works is it matches the syllables. So you can't just cut anywhere from two different samples and expect it not to sound janky. So it will try and find a sentence or a caption where it's preceded or superseded by a specific sound. It matches it all up, and it gives me 10 samples that I can piece together.
Do you have like a background in writing programs, like, or computer programming? Like, how did you think of this? Pretty genius.
I have an IT background. I'm not a programmer. I just taught myself. I just taught myself as a hobby more than anything else.
It is quite amazing though. And now, last time you were on the stream, I would kill for that software. Come on, sir.
Market that shit, man.
When are you putting it out? I know that you don't own parts of it or something like that. So there's a bit of legality behind it.
It's kind of a shady grey area, because, how would it even work? Like, you're immediately just taking ownership of an entire channel's audio, and I don't know how I could legally put that out there. But it's not just that. You have to have, like, I have a server that I'm running continuously, and I have to keep upgrading the equipment. I have to have these fast drives, because you can't just do it using your regular old, like your mechanical drives. You have to have these fast NVMe drives, and it's expensive. And I don't often talk about the cost, but it's not cheap. The outlay cost is not cheap either. So it's not as straightforward as, it's just the software that you install, and that's that. There's a whole bunch of other stuff to it.
Is there a way that you could somehow market it as just like input a data bank of different files, not specifically Ralph or Jim or whomever, just like anyone? Like, is there a way you could like somehow market that?
I thought about doing it as almost like a closed beta, where I could just have the service online, and then people could specify what channel they want to use it on, and it would automatically pull, do what I've done, but for their channels. But the amount of storage that you need is ridiculous, and it's just not practical.
But so they can't pull it into their own server or something like that. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
Not the way that I have it structured. The way that I wrote the program is it runs into one central server, and then I have my server on the back end as two, and they just speak to each other. But it would be like prohibitively expensive to rewrite it and just time-consuming, and I just can't be bothered.
You are acting like a bunch of niggers.
Okay, now, your channel, of course, was dedicated to Monday Matt up until a point, and it kind of still is. And then it was kind of around the time that Kill All Pedos popped up, you kind of switched content, and it now seems that most of your songs are either Monday Matt singing about Ethan Ralph, or Ethan Ralph now rapping himself, as we heard right at the start. Why the switch over to Ethan Ralph?
Of the jungle, and you first, signed up for the jungle.
And I was talking with Drummer about this when I did that song. What was it? Wiggum. I did a song called Wiggum, which wasn't a sampled song. It was just me rapping on that. And I kind of went to him and I thought, I don't know where I stand. I don't know where I stand in all this, because obviously everything that I've done has been about Matt, and I did feel quite strongly about the things that he did back then.
Yes.
Which now seem tame in comparison, because everything that everyone's doing now is just like basically shits on what Matt did. Matt didn't do hardly anything compared to what people are doing.
Everybody's flagging now.
I know, yeah. I was ranting about that on stream last night. It's the fact that a lot of people have lost their standards, and then you get these new streamers and people that come through that are very black-pilled, and it's all kayfabe, and they just don't seem to really give a shit about that as being an issue, and it just gets looked over. Well, I'm still just like, nah, dude, if you go around flagging people, you're still a fucking faggot, eh? Like, it's still gay, and it should be called out. And that's the thing, is that like Ethan Ralph, Warski, people like that, that's what they're doing, and they're being shown to do that. Ethan Ralph's a harder one to prove with receipts. I do have some sort of receipts. Warski, well, he's definitely done it to people like Say No to Gino, where he copyright struck his channel down to try and get it removed, then flagged a video after that, as well as Tonka
Didn't Ralph
channels.
admit to flagging people?
Yeah, I think he.
Yeah, he has. I made a Memology 101 video about it. I mean, sorry, Memology made a video about it, and then was lucky. Nice enough to let me mirror it on my channel. Anyway, let's have a quick listen to Wiggum since you brought it up, because this was actually you rapping. We'll play a minute of it because it's a good song. Just skip through the intro.
Hello there, folks. Attention! Attention! We are looking for a young girl named
It's in my
Faith. She was last seen escaping the mental ward.
Joke.
Oh, what's that?
Thank you.
Sorry?
No, this is in my fucking hype playlist, man. I actually really fucking love this song.
Oh, okay, cool. It's just no one's gonna hear you while the song's playing. All right, let's go.
A bloated alcoholic. Faith! Faith, if you can hear the sound of my voice, please.
That's
just
drama,
call my
obviously.
phone.
Has anybody heard from Faith? She's gone AWOL. Left her shit up on the table. Next to the bed with your disabled mother's drip feed cable. She's probably taking the meth to be able to forget the day you thumb raped the a-hole. And that's a taste you can't wash away with mouthwash or Fago. I have faith that she's laying low. Maybe she ain't though. God, Ralph, tell me it ain't so. Tell me that ain't you shoveling shit, having a dig, not knowing you're digging your own grave hole. God's on a payroll. Hey bro, shit, nobody said he was an angel. And banging a girl at that age don't mean shit. She ain't an 8-year-old, but you gotta keep her entertained though. Bust out the makeup, soft toys and Legos, and take time to assemble a whole play zone up in the cracked shack at a frame though, probably at an angle. The phone got taken away, so I guess we can't know. Gotta start sending news from the payphone. Dude, are you playing with ass or getting your ass played, bro? Wiggum, you better watch this. I ain't used to pulling no punches. I lunge in, and you kept a middleman a hostage, or all three. That's what my hunch is. Do you buy tickets to J-pop concerts? Mix hard liquor and all that soft drinks. Tuck her in, tell her there ain't no monsters. Then put your thumb in the fuck her in starfish. Bet when she's laying unconscious, you can get a good strong whip. What you need is a good strong whip. Maybe a drink. How about a good strong biff? Gator is not true. Gator is not poo. This is something I would normally not do. Let's just fumble around with a bottle cap, take a couple of tabs, and then go for a nap. Jesus Christ, I just had a bad dream about my penis size. Faith, it was a nightmare. We were right there, waiting for the erection to materialize. But you had tears in your eyes, and guess that made me realize I probably shouldn't be banging on top. I'll get underneath and lay still till the jump motion stop. So kill the lights and cue the camera, bitch. Look at all the streams that I kill. Can't own a handgun, but damn son, I shoot with a 35 mil. Goddamn right, bitch. You want this 35 mil, dick? Oh shit, gator! They tell me my eyes will probably never unsee that atrocity.
Just turn it right down so we can talk over the top. So that's actually that's actually you rapping?
Yeah.
There you go.
Dude, the fucking hiccup part is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Now,
dude, like legitimately, this isn't like a good IBS song. This is a good fucking song. Like seriously, man.
I try and write them all to be like decent songs.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, that's what's good about it.
Yeah, it just works
It
better.
shows.
Yeah.
well, now, can I point out that I do as well for my Daft Gunt songs? But clearly you're better than me because I can't even get 1,000 views at this point, and that's how much I suck, so... Good,
I have
good
no
work,
idea
sir.
how that song got 15,000 views.
It's a good song.
It's great
first of
songs,
all,
man.
but, you know.
It's good shit. It's great shit. No, I was just being a dick. Also, has anyone... Can someone in chat or one of my mods help me out, please? Because I didn't manage to grab it. I need the clip. It's on Twitter of Ethan Ralph at an IRL party and someone puts on MC Jarbo's song and we see his reaction. If you can send me that clip. I know I've got it in show prep, but I would have to go scrolling up forever trying to find it. If you can post it in my Discord, please, that would be really helpful. Because that was quite funny. That happened a few weeks ago.
That was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. Like I like in real life nearly pissed myself. It was so good.
Well, that's when it makes it all worth it, doesn't it? When you get that reaction. I know that
Gotta get that reaction.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think that Ethan Ralph really gave a shit about me anymore, really. Like, well, never really did. I really didn't think he really gave two shits. But a few weeks ago, my face docs I put out myself. I was maybe a bad idea because I didn't think it was going to get the reaction that it did, which included Ethan Ralph putting it straight out on Twitter and calling me the Big Cheese. So, yeah, that's what he thinks of poor old EarJuice or Daft Gunt. He thinks of me as the Big Cheese. I now there's now a lot of memes of me as cheese as well. So it's good. It makes it all worth it when you get those sorts of reactions.
I didn't see that. What's he referring to? The Big Cheese.
Okay, if someone can explain it to me, I would love to know, because no one can work it out why he called me the Big Cheese.
Maybe he thinks you're the king of the A-logs. You're the leader.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, if you think about it, out of the Ethan Ralph A-logs, the three of us are certainly right up there at the top, so... There's a few others, but as far as content creation, it's right up there.
I would hate to take that crown, considering there's so many people putting in so much work on this. You know, I feel like I just made like one little video, but there's people who've dedicated like literally 2 or 3 hours of their day. They're watching every stream. They're clipping every little thing that he does. And so got a shout out to the A-logs down there. The people on Kiwi Farms.
Yes.
They're putting in work.
Sorry guys, the stream, you may just see a black screen and stuff. My TV fucks up every now and then, and it's decided to do it again. Okay, so my question to both of yous is, why do you hate Ethan Ralph so much? Isn't he a great guy? Why would you hate on Ethan Ralph?
I don't hate Ethan Ralph. I don't really care about Ethan Ralph. He is a stranger to me, but it's he's not a likable person, and I used to listen to his show kind of as a person would listening to talk radio, right? Just sort of something to put on in the background.
Now
and you hear this sort of evolution of him.
I'm not sure because I know Skull Kid and I did, but what about you, MC Jabba? Did you used to actually watch the Kill stream as well? back in the day?
Occasionally, yeah, occasionally.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. All right, continue, sir.
No, I mean, I think a lot of people fall into this category though. You're listening to the show because it was, for a while, it was at least worth listening to. And when Jim was coming on for a while, I know everybody kind of follows him around. And then Ethan Ralph just sort of reveals a little bit more, of his personality as time goes on. And you see that he's really a pretty contemptible person.
You are
like you just
acting
sort
like
of
a bunch of niggas.
learn to dislike him, to hate him, even though you don't know him. It's because he shows that he's a dishonest person. He's a vindictive person. He can't take a little bit of criticism, and the stuff with the revenge porn. He's a sick pervert, and so that's pretty much who he is. And then you had this element in of him reacting to stuff, so it's a lot of fun to make fun of him. Some people, they just let it roll off. Ethan Ralph will give you a reaction every single time.
He does.
Got to do something.
He
does.
does.
You're in it for the money.
Now,
I'm in it for the passion.
That's the funniest part about it, I think, is the fact that even though he tries not to, he does keep reacting to it, or the fact that he will ban anybody. Like, okay, for instance, if you go into Ralph's Discord and post a Daft Gunt song or an MC Jarbo song, or probably one of your videos and stream submissions, I know for the two of us it's true, you will get banned from that Discord just for suggesting it as something you could play on stream. Lots of people have sent me DMs over the years saying, "Oh man, your new Daft Gunt song's really great," and I put it in stream submissions and Ralph banned me, or I sent it to him on Twitter and got blocked. He's now. I think the main thing is that he goes around saying that he is the king of IBS and he started the IBS stuff, and most people liked the show when it was at its peak because it was good IBS and it had good debates. But when you start having a gunt guard around you and being unable to take on any criticism and just hiding away and blocking and banning, I think that's when everybody is sort of going to turn on you. And then he's just, at this point, he's just showing himself to be a real piece of shit. I mean, look at what's happened this year. We've had him getting divorced was this year. Then he decided to get it on with a teenager who was supposedly 18 at the time. Supposedly. Like,
I think he was grooming her before that, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty dirty.
Pretty disgusting. It is. And then makes a break out of hospital, all of those escapades, goes off at the father. Now, people don't like Matt Vickers, I get that. He may have...
I have nothing against Matt Vickers, just for the record. I don't
really either
harbor any antipathy toward him.
I mean, what else was he going to do? If you can't beat him, join him. Then fight back the way that you know how, or the way that he's doing it, and that's via the internet. I don't know. A lot of people have issues with him. And then get her knocked up, but then because he's got her locked away and she's not allowed internet privileges and everything, she's already got mental issues. So my guess is that she was probably crying a lot, probably miserable, being locked away and not allowed outside with no internet. And Ralph probably got the shits with that. He probably also realized as a 34-year-old man that he was didn't have much in common with an 18-year-old. Not much to talk about there as far as conversations. And so decided to instead date Pantsu. But no, wait. Not date, but want a 3-way relationship with a chick that loves lolly. Now, I noticed in your new video, Kill All Pedos, that you talked about her a bit, or show clips from her. Do you want to talk about her?
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, I'm just going to be honest. She seems like, her maturity-wise, she's pretty young. And some of the stuff that she says, I don't know if she's really thought it through, because, this whole thing about, lolly is defensible from a libertarian perspective. I think that if you have a family, you have enough life experience, you realize, you know what, that's something you can't defend. That's something that's incompatible with, you know, a healthy society, right? And maybe when she gets older, she'll abandon that. Basically what I'm saying is I'm not so quick to judge her and condemn her as a person, but that is, you know, Lolly is sick shit. If she really likes it, if that's really what she's all about, that's pretty sick. Okay. But that said, I think I think that Digibro is the one who was sort of pushing her in that direction. It looked like to me anyway. You know, there's people who've listened to more of her talking than I have, but it seemed like she's one of these people that sort of takes on the interests of whatever boyfriend she's with. Tell me if I'm wrong, but, you know, that seems to be how she is.
Yeah. Well, and there's also the fact that you see her DMs with Faith, and she's really pushing hard for the three-way relationship.
Yeah.
It was...
when I asked you... Faith is so much younger, and I think she didn't really appreciate that it's basically a child.
Who would? It's basically been cheated on, except they're just putting it all out there in the open. It's just like, oh, by the way, here's a new chick. Oh, we're going to have a three-way, and if you don't like it, well, guess who I'm going to choose? And guess who he chose? I mean, he chose her. He chose Pantsu over Faith, and Faith is now gone.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that he holds himself out as being kind of this conservative guy, and if you're conservative at all, you know, being a family person is part of that. You can't just fake it for for money, which I guess that's what Ralph's doing.
Yeah,
and so this whole thing about, I don't know, he's just a big hypocrite in that regard. Pantsu is a stupid kid. I hope she grows out of it, but if she, you know, if this is what she wants to make her life about, she's aligning herself with the dark side, I guess.
Yes, that's it. Now, of course, Ralph has now been arrested. Now, I thought he was going to... most of us thought that he was going to get arrested for this, the Do You Know Who I Am strangling thing. But no, it was for the sex tape. Yeah, so that's also happened. Wow. He's had
I'm surprised, to be honest. Like, you look at all the shit that people are doing these days with, like, the rioting and even people, you know, murdering each other, and nobody gets arrested, nobody gets charged. So you figure, you know, why would they care about one guy with his little revenge porn thing? You know, the evidence is there, but frankly, some of these DAs, I don't know if they're lazy or they're just, or I don't know, I don't know what their problem is. So I'm surprised they did it, but I'm glad they did.
Yeah. Now,
That's not true.
I may have found it. But first of all, we did have a donation, so I should read it out. Justice Fortune has super chatted $2. Why, thank you. Happy New Year. Can I get a Moon Man song played? Maybe, but I think if I was going to go out with a song, I would probably play one of this. You know, we do have 4 artists on right now, 2 a guess. I would probably play one of theirs instead. So maybe next time. We did play that the other day too, sir. But thank you for your donation. I'll do it next stream. I might do it. You never know. I might be.
It's on you. Go fuck yourself.
Hamburger.
Now.
Are these showing up on the?
Oh, sorry.
Are these showing up on the screen here?
The donations. They do.
Are these like super chats?
Yeah. You just don't see them, but the way that we've got it set up. That's why I just read them out to you. You'll notice that.
Like little.
Yeah. You notice that we all pause a bit after a donation's played, and it's just because I'm playing a quick soundbite and animation. So just as a technicality. I've got now. If you look on screen, I think I've got a pretty good representation of what's happened in the last few weeks with Ethan Ralph. So here he is Ethan, holding a fetus, putting it in the bin. Now you can tell it's a trash bin because it's got a trash burger, looking all beautiful and nice in there. And he's saying the trash has to be taken out periodically. And then on Twitter, you got people like Kaz, one of his mods, saying, "Oh, Ralph, I hope you're okay." And he actually said that.
Okay, talk about dicks all you want. I'm sorry.
This is what he actually said in a tweet. "Damn, man. Hope you're okay." Yeah. I don't know. After just basically home wrecking. And if you've seen the messages between him and Matt Vickers, which was the ones I was trying to find, you'll see he says this one comment which looks like he's not going to really be giving a shit about the child, because that's probably going to be the next legal case after the one with the sex tape, which is why he is going to court this time around. But then after that, then they're going to have custody battles. The list goes on. It's going to be great. But lots of content, I guess.
I think he might be better off just walking away from it. Because, I mean, normally I would say you want to be part of the kid's life. You're the dad, even if you aren't ready, you should at least have some presence. In his case, what could he possibly do for that kid? Is he going to teach him how to be an alcoholic? Is he going to teach him how to curse and pop pills? Like, I can't think of anything that he has to offer. No,
that's it.
I reckon the further that Ralph is away from that kid, even though it's sad to say, because it is his kid, but the further away he is from that kid, I think the better, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
I think there's a little bit of a there's
just horrible.
Go ahead.
No, sorry, I was just saying it's horrible. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah.
Well, whatever he would be good for in terms of child support, it might not be worth it to have to keep dealing with him. Like if you're Faith or Mr. Vickers, you're looking at Ralph and you're like, okay, well, how much this guy makes? I don't know, 50, 60,000 a year. I'm not even sure what he makes. It's probably something like that. What's he going to be able to offer the kid that the Vickers family can't just provide themselves? Like, it would be better to just not have to deal with him. So maybe they could work out an arrangement where they don't hit up Ralph for child support and he just leaves them the fuck alone. And if baby Xander, wants to get in touch with Ralph when he gets older, he wants to know who his daddy is, that would be his prerogative, of course. But, at this point in time, I don't know. I think it would be a good trade. Don't go after Ralph for the child support, and then he just stay the fuck out.
Yeah, maybe that's the best way to go. Yeah, and just try and keep him away there. Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but basically he's going off at Matt Vickers, and he says something like, "Just tell me where to sign, and because I just want to be done with you." And it just like the only way I can really interpret it is he's just basically saying, "You take the child, just tell me where to sign. I've had enough of you and your whole family, and I don't give a fuck about this child that I'm gonna have with the love of my life, according to him 3 months ago, who is no longer the love of the life." So yeah.
Yeah. Who saw that coming? Just pretty much everything that he has done kind of points to having that attitude, though. Like, it's the messages that you just referenced, yeah. But then what about his personal choices in terms of, what he does on the daily? Certainly releasing his mother's sex tape, doxing his mom's pussy. That's probably, nothing says I don't give a fuck about being a dad like that,
And so, do you remember, like, the first time you saw that and where you were? Like, it was one of those moments for me where I know where I was, I know exactly what was said, and I'll never forget it. Just when the sex tape was dropped, and I went, and he pulled it up for a second, and I was like, hang on a sec, is that Ralph? And then I quickly, skipped back 5 seconds, paused it, wrote down the web address, typed it in, and then I'm in a group chat with all the other co-hosts of the streams, and was just like, oh my god, it is. And I copy and pasted in, and then you just see their reactions starting to come in, and you knew it was just going to blow up. Like, how is that not going to blow up into the biggest fucking thing ever? Amazing.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Because everybody already kind of hates Ralph at that point. And so he does something like that. He's throwing gasoline on that fire. And, you know, there's been enough times that this has happened with people leaking their sex tape that he should have known better. You know, like, he just doesn't have any excuse for that. Like,
What about my hammer?
with, what's his name? Mumkey, you know, all this shit going down. I feel like there's enough examples of how not to comport yourself that he should have known better before even thinking about doing something like that. But, you know, that's what makes him interesting, is he doesn't think about stuff like that.
No. Well, he was very, very drunk and looked really, really agitated right before the stream.
I thought he was hacked.
Yeah, well, that's what he reckons. Now it's not the process. Now, as far as what I know about being a lawyer, which I am not, I don't think it's the prosecutors. It's not their job to prove that he was hacked. It would be Ethan Ralph's burden of proof to prove that he was hacked. So yeah,
that would be him trying to negate the evidence of like, if he's going to have an alternative explanation, he's going to have to get in court and prove it. The prosecutor only needs to prove that he disseminated the messages. As far as who did it, you know, if he thinks he can prove that somebody else did it, he's got to get in there and do it. And, well, I don't think he can, because he would either have to testify or he'd have to pay for an expert to do it. And I don't think he's going to pay for an expert because he doesn't have that kind of money.
Do you think Ralph is going to live stream the court date when it happens?
Somebody will. I don't know if he will.
Now, so I'm guessing you two, are you both planning to just continue making content about Ethan Ralph mainly with what you're doing? So for you, MC Jarbo, that would be Ralph doing his raps and songs rather than Monday Matt, and you, Kill All Pedos, doing the Medica stuff, but talking about Ethan Ralph.
Yeah, man, Gunt EP.
I think that's a great idea. Hey, man, make it an LP. Let's just do a whole album.
Yeah, man, it's on the way. Yeah, I said it was on the way. It's on the way.
It's a real thing. It's happening.
It's a real thing,
yeah. I'm probably gonna stop pretty soon. I mean, I like making these videos, but as far as putting out like regular content, I don't think I'm really like a content creator in that way. Like I have a day job, and this is sort of something that I just at this point in time, it's fun to do. But I probably won't be doing it forever.
You are clearly more sensible than I am, because
of the jungle,
I mean,
and you
you're
up for the jungle.
Even with my day job, I get tons of people telling me, you know, with what you do, you're clearly wasting your time. And when I sit there and I reflect on it, I'm like, yeah, I really am. I really am wasting my time with this. But I mean, I'm in this.
They're saying you're wasting your time with your day job, or you're wasting your time with the music.
With the music thing, with all this sampling.
Oh, they'll never get it, man. They'll never understand.
Nah.
If you explain it to normies, no. But people love.
There's no explaining it.
People do love what you do. I think, and I think with next year, like now that, especially because you guys, and especially MC Jarbo is now picking up the mantle of making parody songs about Ethan Ralph. And they're very good. They're high quality sort of shit. I'm thinking, I've done a pretty good stint with the Daft Gunt stuff. Maybe it's time I hang up my hat on that and move on. Yeah. So we'll see.
Are you having fun doing it?
I do.
Yeah, I think that's what matters.
Yeah, I think that's the point. I think it was some of the best music I've ever made. It just for some reason. Because it's a lot of vocoding, it just worked. Yeah, it just seemed to all come together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's hard as well when YouTube keeps cracking down on my channel, and it's just going to get worse and worse. And so it's sort of like at some point, maybe I should just start doing normie stuff. I mean, how many Daft Gunt songs do you need, really? You got an album's worth. I was supposed to do an album for Christmas. I didn't. I got lazy. I still could. You know, it doesn't have to be around Christmas. How did you do your albums? Because I know that you released 2 Monday Matt albums, MC Jarbo. Like, what's an album entail? You just put it up on Bandcamp or something, or you just call it an album and put it on
nothing,
YouTube?
because I can't put it up on anything because it just they keep taking it down for harassment. YouTube for some reason hasn't taken it down. But yeah, I mean, Bandcamp took it down. I don't know if anyone flagged it or reported it to them. They just kept taking it down. They actually withheld my money. They never paid out.
Yeah, wow.
I think I had like 10 sales on Bandcamp and they never paid out. They took people's money and never paid me. Spotify, basically, not Spotify themselves, but several of the distributors I was using blacklisted me. So I'm continuously having to change distribution company because they all basically come back saying, you know, this is harassment, it's against our policy and so on and so forth. And they force me to take down all my music just so that I can upload it again using another distribution company, just so I can get my money back on the fees that I've paid. But that's if I was doing it properly, going forward, I would do like properly censored versions of all the songs and just try and find an agent that has a good rapport with a distribution company. But I don't know anyone nowadays, so it is what it is.
Have you thought about...
I do own Guntwave.tv, so I know that's more to do with Ethan Ralph, but because that's owned by Dispatch, so it'd be on Dispatch's the Bitwave servers, so you could do it through your own website and go that way. Because that's what I was planning to do. That was the plan. That's why I bought it off him, kind of.
Yeah. That's ultimately what I ended up doing. I ended up putting a link to it on my website and just having like a merchant portal where they could buy it on there and let YouTube do the promotion. Let them find it through YouTube. And just have a link on the website. That's it.
Yeah, because they say
that seems a lot easier. I was gonna suggest doing Patreon or something, but yeah, that works too.
The thing, I had a Patreon that and there was a few people subscribed to it on there. The thing with Patreon is I feel almost obliged to be putting out content continuously, and I feel bad because especially nowadays where I'm time limited, I can't do it, and I'm charging people for what exactly. And so I just, I don't feel right using that kind of model. So I took my Patreon down.
I was like that for the longest time and refused to do that, and people kept asking, and then I said, okay, I'll give it a go, and we've been running a Patreon for about 3 months, but I don't usually tell people about it. And it works because I feel I'm feeling obliged to make sure that I'm doing content on a regular basis. But as soon as if I take a hiatus, then I won't. Yeah, there's also this problem with YouTube. I think it's going to start cracking down more and more. Like I did a lore video about Rambot and it got flagged. Jarbo Binks, my whole Jarbo Binks channel got yeeted this year.
I saw that.
And it's just going to get worse. If you go to Transparency Tube, YouTube guys might want to try this as well because you might actually be up on there. But if you type my name in, now I'm just it's just mainly parody music. But look, I come up as right, anti-SJW, and partisan right on this site. So I think it's that sort of thing that just makes it harder.
How does that
harder.
work? How do they make that association? Is that based on...
I think it's based on who's watching and the demographics. It's an automated thing. It would have to be automated, so it's not like
maybe they scan the comments or something like that.
Yeah,
the comments
for certain words.
Yeah.
No, the reality is that they got Juice's clan meeting on camera. Also, what is Upstretch?
Stretch might be driving as well. Now, guys, Ethan Ralph, he's a huge piece of shit. We all know that. I think that's why we like to make fun of him. What do you
Fun to
think?
make fun of.
Yeah, and he's fun to make fun of. That's the thing. And I think Ethan Ralph doesn't realize this because he keeps responding. He keeps talking about it. He keeps doing the statements at the start of the show. And that's what makes it fun. We are still getting our reaction, Ralph, no matter what you do. And you going and hiding away is just more and more of a reaction. The fact that you haven't even come out and, and it made any responses to... I don't know, has he ever commented on any of you guys' videos or made a tweet about it? Anything like that?
He said something about Jarbo. I think he said, what did he say? Good luck ever, or like he's never gonna promote your show again or something like that.
Oh, he's never gonna promote you again.
I never saw it. I heard something like that, but I never saw it.
I think it was a tweet or something like that.
Yeah.
I have it somewhere on my computer.
But then the fact that he was at an IRL streamers party on multiple streams with thousands of people watching, and someone put on an MC Jarbo song, and he's like waving his hand in front of his neck, as in cut the audio, cut the audio.
He was livid, man. He was livid. He was trying so hard to compose himself.
Right.
Have you got your Twitter up?
Everybody knows.
MC Jarbo, do you have your Twitter up? Are you able to DM that to me in Discord? Is that possible?
I can try and find it, yeah.
If you can, that'd be lovely, because no one else has been able to find it. But okay, so even Ralph is a piece of shit. What do you think about his co-host and the Gunt Guard, the main Gunt Guards? Like, what do you think about... Do you have any opinions on those people? Do you think it's, like, just because they support his behavior that it just puts him in the same camp? Or do you actually have particular problems with any of them?
Gator, I don't have any problem with Gator, really. I mean, I know what people say, and I know the fact that he's associated with Ralph.
Honkomania. Sorry, I'm just really acting to chat. Thank you.
He's a loyal person. Gator, you don't need to hitch your wagon to somebody like Ralph. You don't need to make it your business to defend everything he does in public. Somebody like that, he makes his own bed, and this is what happens to him, and it's gonna keep happening to him. It doesn't have to be you, man. So that's all I can really say. I don't have anything in particular against Gator.
Well, I remember someone was posting some tweets back in 2015 where Gator said he finally had enough. It was after the pill stream. And he's like, he needs to improve his, he needs to sort his shit out because I'm leaving the show and I'm not coming back in until he improves his ways. This was after the pill stream and just the way he acted to him and Flamenco that whole show. But he hasn't changed his ways. In fact, he's become a lot worse, so I don't know. Gator goes out and you'll see him defending a lot for Ralph. And I get it, they are good friends. Like, I'm friends with Kaz. Well, not friends, but I talk to Kaz, which is one of the main mods, who runs the restream on YouTube. And he explained it to me as in, if you're in the inner circle, if you're friends with Ralph, then Ralph is the nicest guy. That's what they will say to him. Like, he will take the shirt off his back for them. That's what they say. That's what they reckon. I don't see it, but that's what they told me.
I see the exact opposite.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how close you are, but he will turn on you for the slightest
thing
of inconvenience.
Now,
but the thing about Ralph though is he's got this kind of people tend to gravitate towards him because they think it's almost like he has this kind of, I don't want to say fake personality. He's got a personality, and it's kind of an addictive sort of personality, even knowing that he's greasy as fuck and he's doing all this shit. I mean, obviously we know all this now, but he still has this kind of pull. People gravitate towards him. Do you see what I mean? Can you see how that happens?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because they think that being in that circle lends weight or gives them credence or gives them something to be a part of. But he does have some sort of weird pull. I guess in a way that's kind of what I saw in him, like when I started watching the Ralph Retort. I don't know exactly what it is. There's something there, but he just, like, as of late, knowing what we know now, like it's not worth shit anymore, is it?
He could have been a great host. You know, maybe he had something to work with, but that's not the road that he took. You know,
exactly.
He's you know, he's lazy. He has all these personal problems that he refuses to control. And so it makes his show suck, and it makes all his personal relationships fall apart. And this is just sort of how, you know, I understand what you're saying. He has this, you know, he's got some type of charisma where he can keep the show floating at a very, you know, bare bones level. But I think anybody who's, I don't know, if they're trying to keep him around because they want to, I don't know, maybe build something off of his reputation, they can do better. You know, there's other people out there that aren't falling apart.
That is it, yeah. And a lot of people, like, I know Rambot would said that to my face, that the reason why he would go, why he hung around Ethan Ralph for so long is because of the connections and the networking, and because, you know, he's in league with all of these alt-writers. Yeah, here it is here. So, this is the part where Ralph signaling to Baked to cut the MC Jarbo track playing out loud on the TV behind him. That's him there. There he is there with his hands. Please turn that off. Here's some audio of it, I'm guessing. I haven't seen this one.
Can you go outside? I don't think I did. I have
You could tell.
Did you check that guy? I did. It's not today. I really did.
But this is the funniest thing. Like they all literally just walk away from him and leave him there listening to it.
Everybody hates him. Nobody wants to talk to him.
Well, no, yeah, that whole IRL stream, from if you watch bits of it, yeah, no one wants him there. People are even asking, who the fuck is that fat cunt? And he sits at this the table, and guess what he's doing on his phone? Checking his Kiwi Farms thread. It's actually proven at one point.
That little, you're gonna carry that Gunt. That was a stroke of genius right there, because now we have a little method of authentication. Now we can always know when Ralph's checking his thread.
That's it. Here, we'll play the clip out. It's only another 30 seconds.
Very lit.
What up?
Very lit.
We're playing bangers.
What up, nigga?
I think I'm getting my dick wet here. I just a little bit of self lubricating.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be dope.
What do you mean they ruined you?
You need to close
Alright,
up on his
fucking lit
face.
right here, guys.
Watch this, man. This is so funny.
I don't know. They didn't even sit over here.
What are y'all looking for?
But let's listen to him, man. I ain't listening to this shit.
I think I have.
Alright, so what did he say? This music, I can't stand this shit or something anymore?
He literally cut it off and said, I ain't listening to this shit.
Yeah, he's the one that actually turns it off. Alright, we'll replay it.
I was kind of expecting one of them to say, like, whose fucking
What are y'all
dad
looking
is
for?
that in the kitchen?
I'm not listening to this shit.
Fuck, I think I left my wallet on the fucking radiator.
Aww. Now, a few weeks ago, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Aid. Aid was it was an ex-girlfriend of Ralph, and said that he did a rap for part of your song once for a Monday Matt song.
Yeah.
Now,
which is like, and going back to what we were saying before, why I felt a bit conflicted as to at first, and where I stand with this whole thing is because we did, I guess, in a way, collaborate.
Yeah.
He has been on an MC job or so.
Yeah. Now, did you know that he used to play not the whole song, but just that part on repeat over and over?
Yeah.
And go on about it.
Talking about that, yeah. I didn't think she was, when she said that. I'm not sure if she was exaggerating it a little bit, but from what I understand, he used to play all the time, just that little piece.
Jarbo, have you ever sampled the ending to that little clip there? Because that would be a perfect way to end a fucking song, man.
Yeah. It's gonna be on the EP.
Hell yeah.
So how many? So you're just gonna keep making the songs? There's no set limit. You're just gonna keep doing them. You've got any songs in the works at the moment?
Yeah, I got 3 songs in the works at the moment.
Awesome. Now I was supposed to do.
I try not to put too much out there, but occasionally I'll leak a little snippet or two.
Well, I was supposed to do a song for you, and that was a Better Than Me remix with Monday Matt actually singing. But trying to pin down Monday Matt just became impossible. I keep trying. He keeps saying he's going to do it, but no. And Kill All Pedos, what's your plan for future content, or are you just sort of playing it by ear?
I'm playing it by ear. If I feel inspired to make something, I'll make it. Okay, there's one thing that I'm making that I've been wanting to make, and that's a rap song with Jim. But I'm trying to figure out. Well, first of all, I don't know. I need to take a little break from making the videos anyway. But another thing is, how am I going to upload this onto YouTube? Because the song that I'm envisioning would get deleted immediately. It probably wouldn't make it past the initial screening process or whatever they got.
It might work. We could do a censored version, because I have been talking to you about that and with Skull Kid, because about doing the beats and all of that side of it for you. Yeah, and doing a collab.
I have a rap song that I made with Joe Biden on my BitChute channel, and it says some offensive things maybe, but it's not that far out there, right? Well, I uploaded it on a sock on YouTube, and they deleted it immediately. Like some of these other ones, have a couple of weeks before they flag it or do whatever, immediately, And I probably, what I've got in mind, it would not make it that far. Probably get my channel deleted. So, and that's that's the little trade-off. That's the predicament I'm in. Is you can't really make like any kind of edgy, funny content and still be on YouTube. Like,
it's getting harder and harder. You get away with a lot more on stream than you do with videos. I find. Yeah, that's the main problem. But oh well. Anyway,
I think like with my channel, is I've kind of gotten away with doing it because of the size of the channel. I think, at least I used to think that's what it was, but like if they're just flagging it down immediately now on like a clean channel with no subscribers, then I don't know. I'm not holding out much hope.
I'm not sure.
The fact that you're doing it as a song probably makes a difference.
Yeah, being politically motivated. Yeah.
If it's art, and you can plausibly call it art, that's different from somebody just talking shit or doing what might otherwise be called bullying, right? So, and I had one of my videos
so vague
taken down.
It's so vague though.
It's so well, of course, it's so vague that it means anything to anyone. But I've had to deal a little bit with this whole thing about their hate speech policy, right? And they've got this little exception for stuff that is artistic, right, where the context is clear. And I think that's something that you get a little more leeway if you're making a song about it, if you're making I guess maybe a cartoon about it. But if you're just sitting there talking shit about somebody, they can, if they're not a public figure, they can just call it bullying, and the mods will probably agree with them.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna ask.
What if he's a bigger internet personality?
Well, chances are he is. To me, Ethan Ralph is somebody who kind of deserves. He's looking for that type of criticism. I think that's maybe part of his business strategy, or he thinks it is. It's just becoming a widely hated person and having everybody talk shit about you. Well, this is what he wants. So I don't think he can really complain about any of it.
I really don't think it's what he wants. I mean,
you don't?
The damage control that he has
says
to do.
He does.
Well, he's full of shit. He also says he doesn't check Kiwi Farms.
I love
yeah, well, that's been proven a number of times where he's been caught checking Kiwi Farms threads. Yes.
Yeah, it is kind of a cope. Trying to, the fact that everybody hates him, he tries to play it off like, okay, he's playing the heel. No, I think if he had his choice, he would be widely loved and admired and stuff like that. But that's of course. That is not the way he's gone. So, whatever. Fuck Ethan Ralph. I don't care about Ethan Ralph. I like making fun of him, but he's probably gonna be dead pretty soon, and I don't know. There's really nothing more to wait. He keeps topping himself, though. I will say
he does. Just keep getting worse.
I can't keep track of everything that when you think that he's done as bad as it gets, he just does some other shit, and it's just snowballing, and I can't even keep track of the stuff right now. It's I don't know.
It comes in waves. I noticed. Like when one thing happens, there's going to be other things that are happening in the same time, kind of in succession. Like if there's a new wave of, I guess, corn, right? Everybody's been calling it corn. Once the harvest picks up, there's a new wave coming, and then it dies down for a little bit. And, nobody's posting in his thread, and nobody's talking about him on Twitter. And then it comes again. And, you find out that he got arrested, or he posted his sex tape. I think the next thing that's going to happen is he's probably going to get violated on probation and taken into custody for. Well, I don't know how long he's really in for if that happens. But
well, yeah, the legal battles is the next thing, isn't it? Because you've got the stuff with the sex tape that's coming, and then there's the custody of the child. So, I mean, at best, he has got massive legal bills coming up, and a lot of interesting shit for people like Nick Ricada and other people to talk about. So.
Yeah.
I think it's going to take that long
to go hard at him.
You think it's going to take that long for shit to hit the fan again? I mean, these events keep happening quicker and quicker.
Yeah.
Because it used to be like a couple months, and then he would pull some stupid shit, and the pressure would mount.
Seems pretty lazy. Like all this stuff that he's doing, he's putting it out there on the internet. If she wants, or whatever, I don't know if he or she. But if they're interested in whether he's breaking the law, they have plenty of ways to find out about it, and they don't really seem to care. But if he gets convicted, now you have a court certifying that he has broken the law, and that's a standard term of every probation everywhere is break no laws. Well, he's broken a law, but the PO has to file something in order to get that started. I think that would be the reason why he goes into jail. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get jail time for his sex tape thing, though. Like, it's a misdemeanor, and I don't know. I don't think the judge will give him jail time for just that.
Yeah, be interesting to see. I'd say that he's going to have at least, at best, he'll have a bunch of legal fees. I just do want to point out as well that if you would like to call in to ask questions and stuff of our two guests, or just to make a comment and stuff, do join the Discord and jump in waiting room, and we will pull you in one at a time.
Here, I'll drop the link.
Alright, thank you. Kill All Pedos, you're making a bit of noise as well. I'm guessing you're driving to work or something?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to go pretty soon here, but...
That's alright, that's alright.
Is the sound of my car...
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I can work around it. Anyway, other technical questions with your videos as well. So how do you do all your animations and editing and things like that? What sort of software are you using?
I use Final Cut Pro, and I just find a bunch of clips on YouTube, and I drag and drop them into the timeline, and I make a little keyframe, and I move them from point A to point B, and that's really all there is to it. The stuff that maybe takes the longest is all the audio editing, because there's so much audio to go through, and sometimes it doesn't sound like you'll find them saying something that is useful, but they're not saying it in the right way or with the right tone of voice. So that part can take a little bit of that's probably the most time consuming.
Well, that's why I thought that you must be doing what I thought you would be doing what Jarbo the Hutt was doing, and you've got software that's just automatically downloading the streams and analyzing all the words for you, so you just have to type out a script and it will do it all for you. But
well, I have software. It's called YouTube, because YouTube makes a transcript of every video, or most videos, and then there's downloaders that they'll batch download the whole entire channel. So I think like Xylon's archive, one of the channels, he had a really good archive of Medicare videos. Just one click, you can download the whole channel, and you have several days worth of Medicare quotes.
There you go. And then what? You just have to search the transcripts and then find that within the timestamps.
Yeah. So like if you wanted to do something like this, right?
Yeah.
Spend some time on the front end compiling your transcripts and get them all into one document so you can search through them quickly. That is a little time consuming and it's pretty tedious, especially if there's a lot of videos, but it makes everything after that go much more smoothly. So you can get like a whole, like 10 to 15 minutes of them saying something unique. You can get that done in maybe like half a day if you have that sort of infrastructure set up. If you don't, if you're just kind of, if you're pulling up the video each time you need a quote or a soundbite, it's going to take you forever.
Yeah, it takes forever.
So, yeah. Jarbo, do you have transcripts that you search through like that, or is it all automated at this point? Like, is it?
No, I do it virtually the same way you do. The only difference is, I don't physically search through the transcripts. I have a front end, like I have a GUI, basically a front end, and I just run a search through that, and it will do an aggregate search through all of the transcripts, and then basically just give me pieces that it can find from all of those. So it's instead of
like a phrase or something. Like, let's say you need more than just like one word, but you can find a phrase.
Yeah, you can do like a simple search, which like if I'm sure you'll see it when you try and do anything longer than a couple of words, you just will not find a direct match. You can do a wild card. You can do like a wild card match where some words can be anything, like a regular expression almost, or you can do like a compound search, which will search like, for example, phrases, say my name is Ralph or whatever. It will try and find every single combination of those words from all the transcripts and provide you with those samples or references to those samples. So that's how it does it. It doesn't get it right. It doesn't get it right all the time, but it's better than having to sift through all of it, because it takes forever.
Yeah, I would actually be in the market for something like that. I'm just the market for YouTube shit posting. I don't know how big it is, but
I know. I so want that as well. I've been wanting it for so long. Yeah, because
I'm keeping it close to my chest at the moment.
That's it.
You don't want them stealing your trade secrets, man. I'm taking notes right here, man. You can't see me, but I'm driving and I'm taking notes on your stuff.
You got it down already, man. I can tell, but just based on what I've heard, I mean, I don't normally like drop links or promote anyone, but when I heard your stuff, I was like, wow, this guy really has a tremendous amount of patience and just like the dedication to sit there and have to sit there and go through all of that. People like we were talking about before, they kind of have an idea that it takes a while, but they don't really know how long it takes. And I think you've done it. You've done it quite masterfully, to be honest. And to add the videos on top of that, the videos just add that much more to it as well. Just that level of polish. It's polish. I mean, it's really well done, I have to say.
Hey, you know what? I was actually going to ask you. Would you mind if I animated one or a couple of your videos? Because sometimes, you know, I hear some of these Ralph songs, and I'm thinking, you know what? This needs to be a music video. This needs to be like.
I would love if you would do that, dude.
I think that
well,
would be fun, man.
that's what I always give him shit because people always say, "Oh, well, Jarbo's songs is better than your new Daft Gunt song." It's like, yeah, but I made a music video at least. So fuck you. So.
Yeah, and you know what? That takes a long time to do those. I know to do the keyframing and all of that. I don't have the patience for that. I really don't.
And use instrumentals sometimes, where
Yes,
I
yeah.
actually make my own background.
Whereas you do the
music.
whole thing. Exactly. So there's that as well. It has to be said. It has to be said.
It doesn't
But,
matter. People don't care. You're getting way more views than I am, so.
Yeah. Well,
it's what it
it's
is.
all, you know, this is all a hobby at the end
People
of the day. Like, it's
spoken.
fun to do. And, you know, as long as that's true, then maybe at least I will find time to do it. But, you know, if it's not, at the end of the day, it's something that I don't make money from it. So I'm going to have to, at some point, I have been very lazy at work over this shit. Like, especially during the pandemic, you know.
I'm a bigger
I decided,
internet
okay, I don't want to work.
personality.
I'm going to work on this shit for a while, and I can afford to do that for a time. I can't afford to do it forever though, so I'm going to have to.
I'm kind of in that position myself, to be honest with you. Like I'm wondering how long I can keep getting away with this.
Yeah. Well,
But that's software, man. Monetize the software.
That's it. And
I
mean,
might have to.
I finally just monetized as far as getting a Patreon and getting super chats and having the Streamlabs donations, and I thought I wouldn't really make much of a difference, but it's made everything cost neutral. Like, not all the synthesizers and not the the software updates that I have to pay for and the new sound equipment. But as far as having to pay for the SoundCloud Pro account and the Fiverr artwork and and other things like that, it at least pays for all of those things, and it's quite helpful, I guess, being cost neutral.
I was surprised that as many people bought the album. You know, people like non-music people don't really see how much we spend. Or how expensive some of the stuff we buy is, but I mean, I can tell you, I spent around just shy of £2,500 making that album.
Wow.
Yeah, between licenses, between mastering.
Was that like $3,000?
Yeah, roughly around $3,000. Yeah, but I've made it back. Well, just about made it back.
Yeah,
so
and that's good. Yeah.
It kind of it was okay. It worked out in the end, and I was thinking that I wasn't.
And some people don't realize that, especially within this community, because PvP, for instance, he's one that's big on anti-grifting, right? With you can't spend money and stuff. You shouldn't be asking for money. And I was just like, number one, at a certain point, you get burnt out making long-ass videos and spending every night editing and trying to get the videos out and stuff like that, and it is some sort of incentive. But the main reason is because it just costs so much money to do what you do. You've got to buy all the shit to fucking do it, and you're doing it out of love, and people don't really realize that you're actually losing money doing this.
But you know what? I think when you do it and irrespective of the fact that you're losing money or making money or whatever, when you do it, it gives it so much more value because people do not expect you to go that far. Do you see what I mean? They don't expect you to put that level of polish to something that is just basically a throwaway meme. And I think that's kind of why your videos work, and that's why my videos work, because it's just
people have low expectations.
Yeah, it just no one would reasonably expect that someone would put that much effort into doing it, and when you come out with it, it's like, wow, it really kind of goes above and beyond.
Yeah.
It adds value.
And I just do not have the time to get that level of polish anymore. And I know I've gotten criticized this year for like the Daft Gun Onora song. It could have spent more time in the oven. I knew that, and people love to tell me that, you know, that the vocals are a bit shitty and this was off, this had to be redone. I knew all that, but at a certain point, I got to work, guys, and I got a day job, and I just.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like if there's not that, I don't need the money, but what else is there? There's not really that incentive to put that polish on except for your own personal thing. And at a certain point, I think because I've been doing it for a while, I've just started to get that burnout. Where
that's kind of what was happening with me with just doing Matt, MC Jarbo songs continuously. I kind of felt like, like where can you go from here? Like it's just the same tedious, repetitive thing again and again and again, and you need to like break that monotony. You got to do something new. Try new things.
Yeah.
Well, like Matt, there's not much that you can say about Matt that hasn't been said before, and he's kind of rolled into the joke where he, for all his faults, he's been able to take this joke much better than say Ethan Ralph.
Yeah.
So it's it takes away a little bit of the fun of doing it.
That's it. He came back cautiously, and then he came back in full force, and now he's wanting to do his own thing. I think he wants to go and move into doing more normie stuff, and that's probably one of the reasons why he's kind of avoiding doing the song and stuff, because he doesn't really want to be part of the A-Log community anymore. I don't know. But, I don't know. So
I think what he does isn't it pretty much normie stuff already? Like, isn't he?
It's getting there, but he does talk about drama and that on Boulder Talk. Like, what do you guys think of Monday Matt? And well, certainly not when he was on PvP streams and all of that, and throwing shit at Ethan Ralph, saying Ethan Ralph's doing worse than what I ever did. Like, do you guys still have a hatred in your heart? Or not a hatred. Do you guys still dislike Monday Matt, or have you sort of been like, okay, well, he's learned his lesson, he's come back, he's got a new outlook on life, he's obviously changed, or do you think he will never change and he's always a piece of shit for what he did?
I think what he did was shitty, but I think the real issue, the real thing that I take to heart is how people get away with so much more now, and it's just normal.
Yeah.
It hasn't. I mean, nothing's really changed about my opinion towards him. I still don't think he's. I said this. I don't hate the guy. I don't really watch his stuff. It's not something that I would be compelled to watch. I think he's quite clever in how he takes advantage of any given situation to kind of put himself in the limelight again, or bring attention towards himself. He kind of creates these rifts. He tends to put out opinions that I'm not sure are real opinions of his. But again, I don't really think anything of him, to be honest. So my opinion hasn't really changed.
There you go.
Yeah. I've never hated Monday Matt because I am just ambivalent toward him. But I will say that he's the type of person that is fun to make fun of. Like, he's the type of person
he was, yes.
They would get bullied, and he's just fun, like you would, he's looking like popping fresh, and like you would make fun of somebody like that if you were on the schoolyard. And so, for him to sort of thrust himself into the limelight is I think it's kind of a bad life decision for him, especially since now I guess he's got a kid or some kids. You don't want to have your kid be have all this attention focused on him. Like, you don't want to put them in the middle of something like that. But other than that, I never really hated Monday Matt. It was just fun to make fun of him because he's the type of person that's fun to make fun of.
It was fun to make fun of him.
Yeah, I remember back when all that match shit was going on, it was just, it was like the first, instance, I think, major instance of someone being a flaggot. And, well, I don't know, maybe there was one before
It's the way he got caught.
It's the way he got caught.
Yeah,
Exactly. It was that's what it was basically. Just the manner in which he got caught out was just so ridiculously it was just ridiculous. And that's what made everything blow up. That's what made it so easy for me to do that parody channel.
Yeah.
With Ralph, it's almost like I can't go full steam into the parodies because
he keeps making new content for you.
No, it's like I don't know, like the stuff just keeps on coming out. You see what I mean? It's not all in one go, like a huge bombshell. It's like little dribs and drabs here. Something, the sex tape came out. The sex tape came out like at 2 hours after I dropped the first song. So imagine how I felt, having done all that, and then this thing comes out. You see what I mean? I want to wait until all the shit is out there before I start putting stuff on wax. But I don't know.
There you go.
It's different. It's a different dynamic.
Also, we got a donation, so I better read it out. Memphis Smaller has donated $2. Thank you. That was me that flagged your album down, you fucking snake. Get fucked. I'm playing my PS5 while you're on a stream to get to 100 Spurgs crying about me. Lol. Oh, well, thank you.
Okay, is that really him? Because,
No,
sometimes it's hard to tell when people trolling.
No,
There's a couple fake Ralph accounts out there that, that's plausibly something he would say, though,
I doubt it. Ralph will probably hear about this stream, I'm sure. He probably won't say anything. He'll just sieve in the background. And that's okay. Sieve harder.
If you really want to show us that quit normal life, like maybe
no, because then I won't have enough content.
No. I would love for him to go and do all the stupid shit. I want him to live stream his trial. I love that. But I'm just saying, if he wants to show us up, I know he won't. That's why I'm giving him this advice, this golden advice on air. I just know that he won't take it. So
I
that's
think
what you got to do, Ralph.
I think at the very least we'll get like a photo of Ralph in front of the courthouse that'll post on his like Instagram or something with like a cigar and a big like a really shitty jacket, like the Gunt goes on or I don't know, fucking know, some shit like that.
So, guys, are you planning to make any videos about anybody else apart from Ethan Ralph in the near future, or are you sort of playing it by ear?
I got a couple features on the EP. I got iDubbbz on there.
Ah, there you go.
iDubbbz keeps just sinking lower. Have you seen his girlfriend now?
No.
The tattoo.
Is that the one that
oh my god, the tattoos, Jesus. She just looks like
which one's iDubbbz?
Gutter trash, man. iDubbbz girlfriend, the one he lives with.
Oh, is that the one that had the OnlyFans or something?
Yeah, the OnlyFans. Yeah.
Wait, does he wear a beanie?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Like, I mean, it's like he's got glasses or something.
That's him. Yeah.
Okay. Now I know. I think I know who you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for him in a way, but he brought it on himself.
Now, come on, guys. We have to collab. So, MC Jarbo, hopefully Monday Matt will do that song. Otherwise, I can always do. If you ever want and you've got a static image, send me a song and I'll at least make a music video for you through the Magic Visuals, because it doesn't take that long. Put some sparkly things on stream and stuff. But if we do get Monday Matt, I will get that song done. I'm trying to wrangle him. But yeah, no, Kill All Pedos, you should do a music video for MC Jarbo as well. That'd be cool. And for the song, you said you wanted to do a song where Jim's rapping. Well, we've been talking behind the scenes. That is something I'm definitely interested in. If you want more of a hip hop song, then I will get Skull Kid involved, because it's more hip hop's more his thing. But that would be really cool, I think.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait to hear that, man.
I will take another shot for that.
Well, I can't wait to get into that. I would love to do a collab of some sort. I'm afraid if you host it on your channel, or if you put it on your channel, it's gonna get deleted. What about my hamper? I don't wanna ruin anybody.
It'll be right, I reckon. Oh, we'll see what
You're gonna
happens with
get
the
your
end.
shit torn down.
We could just put all the bleeps in it, you know, where it's just
Yeah,
so everybody
you
will
can
kind
censor
of
it.
know that it's saying something edgy without knowing exactly.
Because I mean, I've made some pretty racy songs and gotten away with it, but then I've gotten a lot of stuff flagged. My EarJuice channel has gotten 12 flags at this point, so.
What, 12
and
flags?
yeah,
How does that work? Like, do they
because
time out or
after
something?
after 3 months they time out.
Ah.
And Jarbo Binks got 9 flags, and then the whole channel got yeeted. And that was the edgy
I
channel.
thought you only got 3. I thought it was a 3 strikes rule.
No, because they expire after 3 months. So what was happening was I would just get if I got up to 2 flags, and I only had 1 flag left before my channel got deleted, I'd have to shut down the whole channel, which I did this year for 3 months. I had no channel, and I had to put songs up on other channels. Yeah, it was shit. Yeah, it wasn't fun, but it's doable. You can't get around it. You can play the system, but at the end of the day, you look at the views on my. I mean, I've got more subs than you two, both of you guys, and yet you look at the amount of views I get on my songs now, and I could start a new channel and get more views on a brand new channel, or my streaming channel with only 1K subs. Like, that's how bad it's gotten now. Yeah, but I think, you know, people say shadow banning and all of that. Everybody's in the same boat. If you're going to put up edgy content, you know, that's the risk you kind of run, so.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm actually resigned to being banned. It's going to happen. It's a matter of time. Just trying to have fun while I'm here, because I know that there's no way I can ever, like, I'll never be able to monetize it. They will never let me do it, so.
You could. Dude, hey, I just monetized this stream. Are you ready? This channel is monetized. The stream that we are on right now is totally monetized with super chats. Faggot. Karen from YouTube is a lesbian. She can suck a dick. YouTube, get fucked. Niggas, niggas, niggas. There you go. Totally fine. For streams, for some reason, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, then all someone
keep
gets
doing
shut down.
that, though, then, if you want to, you know, you can get away with it. I don't know. I don't think they would let it stay up.
How risky are we talking about? Like how risky?
I don't know. Like, look at how many flags I've gotten. Right? Guess how many? Okay, I've gotten 12 on EarJuice, 9 on Jarbo Binks, plus the channel just got yeeted one day for generally being the whole channel was deemed hate speech. HEJAS has gotten none. Absolutely none. No flags. It did get some automated ones during the COVID things, but they didn't count, so it didn't matter. So yeah, live streams you seem to get away with a bit more. So you do take that into account. Don't put the tricks that I've learnt, because I know which songs will get taken down, and it's don't put Boogie 1488 songs up. Don't put Nazi imagery in your songs, and try to not be too political, and you should be okay.
Yeah. Don't say anything about Joe Biden or Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
And don't say anything about the vaccine. I think there's a couple things that'll get you immediately banned now, right?
Yeah, but you guys are going to keep doing what you're doing. You're going to keep attacking Ethan Ralph this year in the new year and keep plodding along. That's the plan, I take it.
If he keeps self-destructing, then I'll keep making. Jim will keep making content.
Because I do the stream. I do this stream.
No,
you know, we do HEJAS and we do talk about the drama stuff, but. I don't know. I think I've made enough Duff Gunt songs now, and I think with you two guys coming up, especially if MC Jarbo, you know, like I would like to sort of. I think it's time for me to pass on the hat. You can go and do that. I don't know. Maybe I might do it again if I was feeling it, but I think how many Duff Gunt songs do you need, sort of thing. I don't know. That's how I'm starting to feel.
As many as is necessary.
Exactly. As many as you need to get under that skin and just sort of.
I always said, like, if you can't make fun of yourself, then someone else will find a way.
Yeah,
Someone else will
that's
do
it.
And until he sees that, until he starts responding in a way that, you know, he acknowledges, okay, fine, I fucked up, and I see what people are saying about me, and you know what, I don't like it, but it's cool. Until he does that and stops acting like a fucking bitch and blocking everyone and then spazzing out, then I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and other people are gonna keep doing what they're doing. That's,
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right,
There's gonna be some. You know, if it's not us, it's gonna be somebody else.
Yeah,
like
that's it.
There's a void that needs to be filled with Gunt content.
That's what I've been saying, and I think there's, we've lost a few people this year, and I think we need those people that are in the sidelines that have been considering, maybe content creation is for me. Those people, come on, guys, we need more people out there doing this sort of stuff. Don't be blackpilled. Don't burn it all down. Don't listen to PPP and just want it all to burn down. It's not the way to go. Let's keep it going.
I want to burn it down. Burn it down.
Because
hey, guys, I gotta run.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's. I can't see any
Thanks
questions
for
for you
coming
in
by and
chat.
staying longer than normal.
Yeah.
by the way.
Thank you, though.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, thanks for having me. I'm glad I actually got to stay longer than I thought I would. So.
Yeah, it was great having you on, sir. You do fantastic work. I will make sure that I didn't have time to put your channels in the description, so I'll make sure I put them in chat. But most people know who you are. You've got way more views than I do at this point in such a short time. But it's well deserved. You've done fantastic work. Keep it up,
Suck
sir.
his dick harder, faggot.
Don't get burnt out. Don't burn out.
You Aussie faggot.
That's right. Hey, man,
That's
thank
my
you for
worry.
having me, though.
No worries, man.
You're the only person who's actually wanted to interview me about anything, and that's why I'm here. So, I appreciate you.
Oh, it's turning into a circle jerk.
That's it. Yeah, usually Skull Kid's the one that sucks everybody off. There you go.
Yeah, right? What's up with you today, nigga?
Hello?
Can
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right, I got to cruise, guys.
All right, man. Thank you.
Later, homie.
Later.
Peace.
Wow. If you can't ask any questions, but if you've got any other questions for MC Jarbo, you can always just put them in chat. Just at me, so I see them. At HEJAS, not EarJuice, and I will see them. Oh, I've been talking for too long. I need to catch up on sleep. Is there anything else that we need to cover? What else are you gonna...
You never stop talking.
I never do stop talking. It's
okay, though. We're used to it.
It is. Well, it was a special HEJAS. It was good fun. I do have to chill out a few things, and I'm gonna do that right now. So let's do that before we wrap up. Now, first of all, look at these fantastic shirts that you can see on screen. Someone purchased the Skull Juice merch. It is rotated the wrong way, and I can't rotate it around the way I've got it. But looking good. I think the logos are a bit too big for the shirt, but that's just my complaint. Now, if you...
Hey, I didn't even see that before.
Now, if you would like to... Where did I put the links to these sites? Let's go have a look. I know I've got them up here. Here we go. They will be here. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because it is for cancer. It's for charity, guys. So, Skull Kid, he is selling shirts. Now, the reason why he's doing this is because Cyrax, this goblin creature, pissed him off. And, so he bought his trademark, which is Shadowblade, and is now selling merch as Shadowblade. Here are some of the designs here. That is a Shadowblade logo. This one is the Skull Juice. That's the music show that us guys do. You can get long sleeves and stickers. The stickers are only $1 or $2. $3. So if you want, those are still up. The link should be in description still, but I am posting it in chat. It is going to the charity
Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation.
Which is here.
A lot of you guys in chat know Cable. Cable got help from these guys, and she recommended it. So I figured it'd be a good cause. And a preemptive thank you for anyone who does buy anything, and a big thank you to anyone who already did.
Yeah,
I'll be matching the sales and not the profit. So normally I'd only make like $2 from a t-shirt. I'd only make $2 from a t-shirt, but I'll be matching the total sales. So I'll be just throwing that on my own dime. I don't mind.
We do have a question for oh, actually, I'm going to pull that up on screen just for later because someone said that I needed to play this. We do have a question for MC Jarbo, and that is from Internet Hardcase. Ask Jarbo, will he work on the Sargon of a Cunt channel anymore?
No, I didn't have any plans for it.
What about my
I did a couple of songs. I think, I did the one with you.
We did the collab.
On that. Yeah,
God, that sucks.
Together.
That was so.
Yeah.
I was so disheartened by that.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't know what happened with. Happened with that.
So, okay, so if you don't know, Jarbo the Hutt and I did a collab for the Sargon of a Cunt channel. It was Milkshakes. It was a remix of the Kelso song.
Oh, no.
I was trying to
That
do the
just sounds
song.
cringy.
I was trying to do the song and having a lot of trouble with it. And because I don't have the same skills at, getting the sound bites that Jarbo does, so he came in and did the song. I did the video. Took me a week to track all the heads to all the different people. I put it up on my channel unlisted, and it gets copyright struck straight away. And it's going to get blocked within 30 days. It's getting blocked. So I decided to make it public and unblock it so it's at least up online for 30 days. Jarbo tried to put it on his channel and twist it, rotate the picture 15% and pitch it up, and yeah, it was a disaster, but oh well. Yeah, and a lot of your songs, those things also got flagged as well, didn't they, on that channel?
I think that was the only thing that got taken down. I tried, like you said, I tried rotating it, I tried speeding it up, I tried doing all this silly nonsense. I just got fed up with it in the end. I think that's what happened with you as well. You got fed up, and it's sad because I know how much time you spent doing that and keyframing everything and all of that, and the amount of time I spent on it. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, it was a shame. Now, there is a few new people in the chat, so we just want to give out this Christmas warning to people as well. It's only a minute long, and that's about Pod Awful.
It's not Christmas, it's New Year's.
Okay, doesn't matter.
I'm gonna fuck your
Pod Awful's a pedophile.
True.
I'm gonna fuck them so hard they bleed out their ass and die.
Jesse's gonna fuck 5-year-old kids, and here we are back with the wrestling match.
I thought they were boys. I'm sorry. I'm gay. It's okay for gay guys to fuck. Yes. I didn't threaten. I'm going to. I said. I'm just kidding. I'm going to fuck them underage. I don't know. You seem to think you're going to do something with having me recorded saying all this stuff. What are you going to do?
Shout out to DJ's daughter.
I'm going to fuck your daughter. Yeah.
What?
So, yeah, if you didn't know much about this Pod Awful guy, because he does do a lot of his content behind a paywall, here's another clip of him saying stuff. He says this all the time in VCs. Here's another one, guys. This is one that he said to me.
Personally, I would choose to rape my daughter so that I'm the pedophile. I'm a pedophile.
Yeah.
My daughter will get over it. If she's 3 years old, you can make her forget that shit.
Now, his fans are the same and very degenerate and stuff. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring that up is just as a personal warning. Don't go over to his channel. He's a horrible person, and he's awful,
He's
and
a
he's a pedo. And that first clip I played, that was on a channel called Hipster Hates You. because of that clip, because of that video, he totally doxed Hipster and then gave his information to a YouTube prank channel that decided to ring his dad, and they're even looking at, they may ring his work and other things. So yeah, that if you don't know much about Podawful, there you go. There's my Christmas gift to you. Now you know a bit more about him. Any more questions for Jarbo the Hutt or anything else? Let's see.
Do you have any proof?
I've done that one. Scrolling up. You could do like Adonis Paul and talk about Cobra Kai. It's a good show, I guess. I do want to do movie. I thought about doing movie reviews this year on my HEJAS channel instead of music, but it's more a time thing, and see if we can. Well, I think that we're all pretty much done then. I think that's pretty much about it. Yeah. That was all pretty cool. Yeah. Awesome. That was a good show.
Nice.
Thank you for coming on. That was great. Anything else that you would like to say, MC Jarbo?
Nah, not especially. You know, just hoping this COVID situation gets better in the new year. But
that'd be good.
Knowing it's knowing it's probably not going to. But you know, that's the cynical Brit in me.
It was nice to finally meet you, man. Cause like I've seen your videos and stuff, and they always talk about you. It was cool chilling with you for a bit.
Yeah, you too, man. You too.
Yeah, cause if you didn't know, MC Jarbo has made, you know, he does make normie music as well, or used to. Are you still doing any hip hop songs and stuff with your normie stuff?
I want to get some stuff down, but I just don't have a place to record right now. Which is kind of what's holding the EP back as well. It's just the Gunt EP. It's just I need to record stuff, and I have no fixed place where I can set stuff up at the moment. And plus, this COVID thing is making things more difficult. And yeah, I do want to do some stuff, some of my own stuff. I don't know how people will take it. I don't know if they'll be even interested in it. But yeah, I mean, that might be something that I just put out there and we get no views, but you know, it's just for my own, you know, benefit, I suppose.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's great. And it was good to have you on again, sir. Well,
thank you for having me on, dude.
I think we've come to the end of our show. We'll go out with one of your songs, I guess. Let's Better Than Me. Let's do that because I've already got it ready. Oh, Skull Kid.
Identification confirmed.
Stretch. Anything else you guys want to say?
Nope. I do like the MC Jarbo shit though. That shit is dope. I wasn't here most of the time, but I do like it. I approve.
Happy New Year, everyone. If you're drinking, don't drive. And I'll see you next year. I'm gonna go take another shot at midnight and go to bed.
Play us out with Money and Drink. Oh, is that a Ralph one? Oh, we got a request for Money and Drink instead. I can do that. I have to find it though.
45 minutes.
Here we go. I found it. Alright, Money and Drink instead. Alright, well, I'm going deaf. Thanks, guys. And I hope you enjoyed the show. That was great. I've been wanting that stream for a while. Because it's good to meet other content creators that do spend a lot of time giving Ethan Ralph shit in different ways, and they're a lot more popular than me, so it's always good. It's good. I can bow down to them. Well, it's time to go out with a song. Until next time, I don't know if we'll do a HEJAS this on Saturday night, since we did one tonight. I'll talk to the guys. if we've got something, we may do it. Otherwise, we'll see you around. I don't know. Happy New Year, guys. Have a good one.
I have some embarrassing incidents in my internet catalog. There's no doubt about that. I never talked to Faith where she was grown. I didn't talk to her till the day after my ex-wife, now ex-wife, said basically we decided to get a divorce. I'm not that fucking drunk, bitch. But I'll stick my fingers deep in your anus. Smell the filthy shit you ate at 8:30 before Ralph made you famous. I'll put your face in the papers like a creepy fucking child rapist. Uncle Ralph will buy you the makers, gobble grass, and then watch the Lakers. I hope this bitch don't get AIDS and end up like aid. Alright, now speaking of aid, Gator, aid. Gator, I don't get this. Hey, please explain. Remember that I have an alcoholic brain and you're fond of tracks. That's how you fuck some bitches when you only have 3.5 inches. I just lay there motionless with my gut out, fucking taking pictures till I bust them nut with a vengeance. With a spare thumb in the rear entrance. Man, I gotta stop hitting the switches, cause my dick is red and it inches. Damn right, I wanna eat your ass and your pussy. Drink your piss and eat your shit like it's so cushy. Ralph's got that. I got the tampons, lemons. Drink. God damn it, Gooberly, you fat fucking bitch. If your ass ain't gonna clip my shit, smell my finger, suck my dick. Yeah, I'm still toting Nora's dildo since I left her. If you wanna know why. That pussy must be 17. Forever diabetic Richmond imp. Passing out in the kitchen sink. Yeah, popping pills and sniffing shit like a drunken hick with a 1-inch dick from Memphis, bitch. Killer be killed. This retarded energy still flagging the fuck out of my enemies still. Can't sit still, nigga. We got skill. Asshole, I'm meant to be smelled. It ain't because I'm sick. Nah, I like my beats fucking sick. And I like my hoes mentally ill. And I like to catch them right when they hatch. Can you imagine that? Thought I was better than Matt, cause I did a rap. Now I'm leading the pack of false flagging facts. Now she's searching for my microscopic fucking dick is because I bought her plane tickets. And if she fucking finds it, give that bitch some gold stickers. Fuck this shit. Get the camera. Merry Christmas, Mr. Vickers. Damn right, I wanna eat your ass and your pussy. Drink your piss and eat your shit like it's so cushy. Ralph's got that. I got the tampons, lemons. God damn right, I wanna eat your ass and your pussy. Drink your piss and eat your shit like it's so cushy. Ralph's got that. Tampons, lemons. Drink. Oh God. I have to look it up. Oh my God. But man, I'm so happy being a part of these musical projects. Well done, Ralph. You know what? Fuck this shit. Alright. MCJarbo.com, $7. Come on.
Till next time, see ya.